Alright, hey everybody. Haven't made a snake boa video in a little while. Maybe been a couple of months. And I've just been having a lot of different things that I've been making videos on. But I went into my snake closet tonight, which is in here. People may not be aware. New people watch all the time. I've got a closet that I've turned into a snake enclosure, so I don't keep snakes in their cages anymore. I have 4 boas, and they're apparently they all look like they're going to be dwarf boas. I have a Nicaraguan Boa, and that is Manny right here. Manny is my oldest. I was thinking when I got Manny, it was July 2021. So 2021, 22, 23, 24, 25, June, July 2025, he'll be 4 years old. So he's not quite 4 years old as of yet. But Manny is, again, my male Nicaraguan Boa. And I went into the closet. I have decorations and things in there that the snakes get into, and they're very hard to pull out. And it makes it very difficult in a procedure to get one out at a time and hold and try to make videos. It's just very difficult. They're all very, very clingy, and you try to take them out and their tail grabs onto something, their head wraps around. It's a really big ordeal to pull them out. So I went in tonight and Manny was on the floor, and I was like, oh, golden. I grabbed him up before he could grab onto anything, and I was like, you're coming on my shoulder just so I can hold you for a little while. And that's why I haven't been making videos about them, is it's just more difficult to get them out, and 4 of them, and then make a video, and then condense that, make the video, and it takes all day, and then it takes a long time to make videos, which a lot of people are not aware of. They just think it's easy. It's not. It's a long ordeal thing, and an editing on the computer. You should try making videos, everyone out there watching my videos. So I got Manny out. Manny has been a really good Nicaraguan Boa from the day that I got him, and I have videos on all my reptiles the day I got him, and I make videos, and then progressively make more and more videos. Manny's been a very sweet snake out of the box, or out of the little shipping crate when I got him from Snakes and Sunset, and he's been a great snake since then. And I've had been making videos his whole entire life, which is about almost 4 years, and people have chimed in and said that they have had history with Nicaraguan boas, and a lot of them are not very nice, or all of them that they've dealt with are not very nice and not easy to hold, and they're very snippy. Yeah, and I don't know. Manny was captive bred, captive born. I mean, that's what it said on his listing at Snakes and Sunset. So there might be just a big variation of if they were taken out of the wild and they have no generations of being born in captivity, things tend to tame down a little bit. I don't know. I'm not an expert in that situation. But Manny has been always very, very nice snake. It's just that Manny, I've got 2 females and 2 males in that room. And my one female and the other male, they don't really have an interest in each other, and they kind of avoid each other, it looks like. And then I've got this Nicaraguan Boa and a Sonoran leopard boa that I introduced to everybody, and Manny just went hog wild after that female. They, from almost, for the first month, I mean, from that time on, and it's been almost a year or maybe a year and a half, they're inseparable. And so Manny is always with that boa, that Sonoran leopard boa, and they are always together with their heads right next to each other or laying on top of each other, either or. It happens every other hour. One's on top, one's on bottom. Obviously, Manny's courting her, and she's attracted to Manny. They have it going on, and I just find it kind of funny because when I separate them, when I feed them, I will separate them, and I have 4 in one closet. So it's a procedure that I go through. But sometimes I feel safer putting the smaller ones in the cages after they eat, to give them maybe an hour or so, to kind of get rid of that smell of food. Just precautionary. And Manny will and sometimes I will leave the one that Manny likes in the cage overnight. Sometimes just, it's just random. And Manny, I'll come in and Manny's roaming around that cage like a gerbil and a hamster in a little, one of those little round housings that you put them in so they can run through the house, but they're in that ball with a little door on them. Manny's roaming around looking for her, just back and forth, up and down, crawling all around and trying to get to her. And the same thing with the female leopard boa. They have a relationship, and so it's just very interesting that 2 of my snakes are like that and 2 are not. And I don't know, just it's kind of neat. I wish I had a little bit more intel on that, and I knew a little bit more, and I could read into them a little bit more. But anyways, I got Manny out. I'm going to try to hold him out right here. He is getting up to 4 foot in length, and it's really hard to tell on video. I got a really bright light in here that kind of acts like a spotlight, but Manny is just such a great snake. He's soft, like boas are. They're kind of more like a soft leather, which is, I've always really liked that about boas, and their heads and their little mustache that they have, and that they have their babies live has always been really interesting to me. I've never had babies with a boa, and so maybe here shortly, I'm not looking forward to it or counting on it, but maybe one day, I'll have babies here next year or the year after that. Or if we never have them, I'm perfectly fine with that too. I'm not necessarily looking forward to having to sell them and find qualified homes for the babies, and then remember back on all the babies that I had and wondering whatever happened to them. But I think Manny, being a Nicaraguan boa, it's more. A lot of people don't have this snake. This is not a popular snake from what I've seen. And to mate a Nicaraguan dwarf boa to a Sonoran dwarf boa, leopard boa, I'm just wondering what the babies would come out looking like. Maybe half would look like Manny, and then half would look like the Sonoran leopard boa. I don't know if they're generation after generation after generation. There may be breeding them two may get some variations where they combine, but as far as I've seen and I know very little, that they usually take on the traits of the mother or the father, and they really don't blend until you breed and get that combination of both of them into one snake. So I could be wrong, I can't be right. So, but you can see how Manny is really cool. I just wanted to bring him to you on a video because I haven't made videos in a while. And like I said, they're very difficult to get out. And so I had a unique opportunity to have Manny out and make a video. And it's tonight or evening time in Dallas, where I live. And so, great snake. Love the boas. Probably some of the very, very best snakes that I've ever owned. And I've owned probably, 30 different snakes. I did have a really great relationship with a Burmese python that I bought maybe when I was 23, 22, and I was in college. And I bought him, and he was probably about 3.5 feet when I got him or her. I was never sure. Maybe it was a he. And it got up to about 8 feet. over a couple of years. It grew very, very, very quickly. And unfortunately, I decided that I had other things going on, and I just didn't need a snake. I lost interest. That thing that you think, all these people that want reptiles, and it's really cool. 2 years into it, and then the newness wears off, and then they're like, I don't really want this thing anymore, and then you discard them or you sell them, which you should do, to another person that can take care of them, or you set them free, God forbid, or you just neglect them and don't take care of them and they die, which is very, very unfortunate. But all those situations happen. But I took on the responsibility because I'm an adult. I'm 54 years old, and when I signed on to taking on the 2 tegus, and 4 boas, I said that I'm doing a lifetime commitment. Whether that's 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, or until I'm not around and the snakes have to be given to someone else. Because I am 54, and so I'll hopefully live till I'm 85, and I'll have them and be able to have them. I don't know if I'll be able to take care of all of them, but anyways, I'm rambling now. I just wanted to, he's not going to let me off. That's one thing about my Nicaraguan boa, and I don't know about other Nicaraguan boas because I only have one, is that his grip is so powerful. For his size, being 3.5, almost 4 foot long, his grip is comparable to like my Burmese python when he was 6 or 7 feet long. He's very, very powerful, and holds on really, really tight. I don't know, there might be some variables in that why he is, but obviously the snakes that probably hold on tighter like to climb more. So I give them lots of climbing space in there. They can actually climb up to the ceiling, and so I'm 6 foot tall, and the ceiling's 8 foot tall, and so they can go up to the ceiling, all the way down to the floor, and in between I have different shelves in there, and they climb all around and get a lot of exercise, and also too, there's little microclimates inside that closet because warm air rises, of course, and so I've got my little thermostat, a digital thermostat, and it's midway up and it's set at 90, but when I take my heat gun in there and I shoot the surrounding areas at that level, it's about 87 degrees. So then about 87, 86, 87 degrees, and then heat rises, so it gets probably 88, 89, maybe 88 up at the top. Heat rises, and down at the bottom I have some rocks on the carpet and a hide down there, and I shot that yesterday with my heat gun because it's winter now. The floor is under the house is a lot colder, and so that's 79 degrees. So some of the snakes like it at 79 degrees, and like Leo, my male hypoboa, likes it up at the very, very top. That's where he always sits, and so it's warmer up there, about 88 degrees. And he likes it warmer, so they have a gradient that they can go to depending on where they like it. So very interesting to see the different behavior of these wonderful, wonderful animals. Let's see, come on, Manny, they don't like the camera. Also, when they're in their closet, most of the time the snakes are just so happy to be with each other in the closet. And they're set on doing what they do every day, climbing around where they want to go. So when they see me come in, they know that I'm going to bring them food and I'm going to try to play with them. So Manny and some of the other ones, when they see me, they know, oh crap, here he comes. He's going to try to pick me up, and they kind of turn around and go backwards and try to get away. It's like they're just happy being in there and doing what they do and their routine. I can relate to that. And so that's another thing that makes it kind of difficult to get them out, is they like it in there, and from the best of my knowledge are just really happy. And then Manny chasing the female, and the female reciprocating to Manny. Manny doesn't really want to be bothered. He would rather be with his female, all hunkered up, cuddling and really close to each other, and they seem to really, really enjoy that. That's where he wants to go right now. He wants to go back in there and get with his female and just lay beside her or on top of her or below her. And it's so cute. They put their heads together 99% of the times, and they just sit there. It's like, it's like a 15-year-old girl and a 16-year-old boy. You know, that's the only thing on your mind. Only thing that was on my mind when I was that age, probably, you know, up to about 25, 16 to about 25. It's just girls, girls, girls. So he's just got girls on the brain, and Manny wants to mate. He's of that age. So maybe this year or next year, or actually next year or 2026, we might have some babies, some baby Nicaraguan boas and Sonoran leopard boa. But yep, that's my video. Hopefully you found it entertaining. You liked seeing Manny, my Nicaraguan boa, and you got something out of this video or some entertainment value. And that's it for the video. Thanks for viewing. I'm going to post it, and it'll be up Sunday for everyone to see. The few people that I have that are interested in my reptiles and my boas. All right, bye-bye.